Hi, this is Kayye from InfoComm 2021, and I'm kind of overwhelmed right now because we're actually back 3D, but most importantly, this is my first interview in 21 months. This is my first thing, and guess who we do it with? Intel. Dave Buchholz, how you doing?
It's great to be back in person.
Yeah, it is really great, and you know, you and I over the pandemic are two people that talk probably more than, I think I probably talked to you more than pretty much anyone else over the pandemic, because we were sort of not just strategizing, but also kind of wondering the direction it was going to go. Did you think we'd be here 21 months ago?
21 months ago, yes. 8 months ago, not so much.
Well, look, hey, Intel's done some great things while the pandemic was going on. You've got new versions of your software, a new hardware, a new partnership even with inside Intel. Intel and your division and the Nook division have kind of come together. Talk about that for just a second and sort of what's changed since last time we saw you at ISE 2020.
Yeah, we're getting a much more, I would say, directed approach towards collaboration, the AV industry and in general. Along with our collaboration software, Intel Unite, we've gone to a fully cloud-based system now. Full subscription. We've opened the platform up so it works on numerous hardware, no more select SKUs before. So because of that, we're now working with our Nook team, and our Nook team has several platforms that not only specialize in collaboration, but being a great partner for an Intel Unite platform. We're showing off some features in here today of custom configurations that they built into the hardware to go support the AV industry and our Unite platform. So it's really been a really nice partnership moving forward, and we really get that one Intel mentality of driving forward as one team.
Yeah, and so what we're going to do is we're actually going to go around and shoot individual product videos at each one of the stations. In addition, Dave's going to give me a booth tour, so you're going to see what a booth looks like at InfoComm 2021 in real time. It's different than other shows. There's a check-in center. You got to check in, then they're taking only a few people around at a time, so it's not going to be like the normal way we're just packed full of people. But let's talk about the Intel Unite and Nook partnership, because you said the power of Intel between the two organizations. Nook, I doubt anyone, unless you basically disappeared on Earth, that doesn't know what a Nook is, because these are the little small computers that are purpose-driven computers for everything in UCC. Just about every UCC hardware company is using the Intel Nook, and you've partnered with them. And is it preloading your software now on there, or how does that work? So
there's a couple different ways you can do it. You can get it preloaded. They also have software that you can purchase from us and load onto the Nook afterwards. It really comes down to your use case, which version of software you want to use, and what your exact use case and usage model is going to be. But you have a couple different flavors. You can do it either way. But they have some Nooks that are select just for Intel Unite that will come with the software, and then you have some that you can go out and use your existing Nooks, or you can go buy new Nooks and purchase software directly from Intel as well to go with it.
Yeah, and of course the Nook is in UC. You can check them out at Intel.com. Tell us about the latest version of the Intel Unite platform. What version are you on right now? What new features have you added recently?
Yeah, so we're on our 4.2 of Intel Unite, so the version 4 of the software. It's been out for about 6 or 7 years now, and with this latest version, like I said, we've put a bunch of new features out there for the cloud. One of the key things we've released recently, kind of got lost in all the hubbub of the pandemic, is our patient site software. So specifically for the healthcare instance, you can do up to 4K bidirectional video conferencing between healthcare providers or between healthcare providers and the patient. Allows them to go right into the room, control a pan-tilt zoom camera, and have that direct video conferencing. No need to put the PPE on and everything to go in and have a conversation with the patient. So very low cost, very cost effective solution for healthcare, and that was directly out of our healthcare partners that have worked with us that asked for this feature, and we went off and created this during the pandemic for them. So that's been released with 4.2, and we're working on many, many more things coming down the line. So an AV integrator, can they be an integrator for that? Does that require some sort of special HIPAA certification or anything like that, or how does that work? No, we purposely, the way we built this is we wouldn't have to go through FDA or HIPAA or anything else like that. So Unite software, the nice thing about Unite, all the communication stays on the local network. It's all encrypted, and it's all in the ports and everything that you choose in your configuration. So totally meets all the HIPAA guidelines because none of the information is ever leaving any of the HIPAA secure space. And so any AV integrator can go out and use this capability and go deploy it to their customers, and they don't have to worry about going through any kind of special certification. And like I said, it's a very low cost solution. You're talking, you can probably do 6 or 7 rooms for the same cost of a traditional AV solution in a healthcare environment. And so tell me how you feel about going into the next 6 months. Are you bullish on the next 6 months? Concerned, kind of not sure what to expect, or bearish? I would say we're actually, I would say, bullish. My team, after doing the virtual thing for the last 18 months and trying to find our way and figure out exactly what we're doing to try to help our partners and and work with customers, we've really been inundated for about the last 2 months, where my team's now starting to travel again, going out to customer sites, going out to partner sites, because they're asking us for help. We're seeing companies spin up, we're seeing partners spin up, and so because of that, we're starting to see the pull-through demand starting to come in. So it's very encouraging for us. While we don't think it's going to be a rocket start all the way through the end of the year, I'm really looking forward to 2022, and I really think we're going to start getting back to what I guess is the new normal business model, right? But it's going to be a little bit better than what we've seen for the last 18 months.
Yeah, and of course you can check all this out at intel.com/unite, intel.com/nook, or just go to intel.com and search that. We're going to go now next. Just search Intel in the video search window, because we're going to go around and we're going to take a quick booth tour so you can see what it's like to kind of go through the booth. Thanks for joining us. We're here at InfoComm 2021. We got a lot to cover. This is literally my first stop. The show hasn't even opened yet. We're here at 7:45 a.m. before the show opens, giving you a sneak peek.